sons, you could have stayed. It's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Boom.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through color glass, time rolls on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
Today is November 9th, 2025. It is 7:05 a.m. So I finished whatever I recorded yesterday. So I'm gonna pick up where Harry was in Canada, the last event, the red carpet event that he did. And then when I turned on my computer earlier this morning, I saw Harry and Meghan were out to an event. I'm not 100% sure what event it is. It seems like Kris Jenner was throwing something in California. So depend how much I say, if there's gonna be part 1 or part 2. But that's what I will be cover in this recording. All right. So let's go on Twitter. This is the first tweet. My last recording, you should see the video of him walking. Okay. I hope David enjoy a nice vacation. David, who's David? What's an entrance? Oh, the heavy security. I forgot about it. He looked sharp too, because I remember a couple of days ago in one of which event, could have been not the Paris, could have been the Paris where Meghan was, or could have been the New York. Not too long ago, some of the squad were asking where's this security. Okay, so the squad sort of have a fun feeling for him because he stood by Harry since Harry left the UK. Okay, so the squad really appreciate his support for Harry. All right, what an entrance. Prince Harry, Duke of Sussex. It took me a while. Who's David? I'm assuming that's his name, so it has to be him because he's in the picture. Has anyone identified the designer of Harry's dinner suit? I'm sure by the end of the day, some of the squaddies will probably figure it out. Nice to see Dave again. Yeah, that has to be the security. He's a constant, isn't he? Yeah, I was wondering where he was. Nice to see him back. He is a prince in name, but his fashion style has certainly got Meghan written all over it. That's right. What a suit with a matching shiny shoes. I can certainly see Bulliam searching for the same outfit for his next fake climate spectacle. All right, so there's that. So she retweeted this. Let's go into it. If I come across, there's no comment, so let's leave it alone. Next tweet, still about Canada. Okay, this look on Prince Harry is everything. It is a different kind of costume, tailoring just for the very rich, just for the very famous. The Duke of Sussex is all kinds of sexy. All right, so there's that. I think Prince Harry will make a great James Bond. There is no explanation of this type of people. There is absolutely, except evil. That's the only thing. I don't know. All right, next tweet. A very special evening unfold at Liberty Grand for the True Patriot Love Gala, welcoming Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, alongside leaders, advocates, and guests united and honoring Canada's unwavering spirit and service. Liberty Grand. On the 11th, it's gonna be where all the countries gonna, well, not all, like the US, Canada, the UK, for Remembrance Day. I might miss some of them, but at least this country will be celebrating it. One of the things, the first year where Harry left the UK, trying to get his feet on the ground, to still remembering the vets who sacrificed their lives, to give us the freedom that we have. But lately we've been seeing, side note, lately we've been seeing there's some people who don't appreciate that kind of freedom. But in any event, the freedom that we have and where we are now fighting to protect, to maintain, Harry was trying to get his foot somewhat underground to participate, to find a way. The very first year where he sent the wreath in the UK, to put the wreath on the cenotaph in the UK, where they refused to put it. Okay, so I think a lot of other countries saw the disrespect that the UK did to Harry, where they rather bring a tabloid or royal rats photographer, what's his name, the one that was calling Harry, please come home, and the Queen need you, whatever his name is.
4 times I asked the palace, or maybe 3 times I asked the palace, if we as a media group could meet Meghan, and it never happened. And I think if we had have met her, and if she'd have met us, things might have been different. Might see that we're human and she's human. Unfortunately, she did get some bad press, and that was a mistake. But we asked for forgiveness, and please come back, because this is a great country, and the royal family are very important to us all. And the Queen needs your support, Harry, because William can't do it all, Catherine can't do it all. The Prince of Wales is taken on the Queen's role now, so he's even more busy. So Harry's badly needed here, and I hope in March, which he's got till March to rethink it, he comes back.
The disrespect that they did Harry that very first year. Instead, what I think a lot of other countries took it very personal. The very first year, Harry and Meghan, they did their research to find a way to still honoring the fallen. What they did is that they find someone within the Commonwealth. I think this person, was it Australian, who died, and they bury him somewhere in California. So he did his research, and he went and honor and did show respect to that particular fallen hero. Then the following year, I think the US invited him. It could have been in New York or New Jersey, where they had him over, hang out with the military, So I think what the UK did to Harry sort of pushed those other countries like Canada to invite him to do this kind of thing. And the way the U.S. is right now, obviously, you know, Trump will not invite him to do anything like that. He's actually destroying the U.S. from within. So I just wanted to say that, okay? So this is the image at that event. Let's look at it. Okay, it's one image, put it together. So there he is there. Oh, there's the security, Dave. I think that's his name since the squad said it. There he is here. Okay. Is that Doug Ford in the background? Yep. Is that his name? Doug Ford. Why is some people are saying David? Let's see. David. Who's Doug Ford? Okay, so that's someone else. Okay. Oh, him. They're talking about him. Okay, so that's him here. But I don't know his last name. This the security guard. So the Doug Ford is this guy here on the right, and heavy security. I'm assuming his name is David. I don't know for a fact. Okay, that's an ad, and that's it. All right, let's go to the next one. I saw the image below, but I have some of them on the list, and I want to record them. There's some stuff I have regarding the leftovers and in Brazil. I will do it on another video. Okay, next tweet. He said, joke aside, truthfully, joke aside, this city will always mean a great deal to me. You provided me a wife. He was serious about that. He was grateful and romantic at the same time. All right. And that same speech, I have it in other videos. He also, if you listen to it carefully, he also, I think, apologized in a way, for Meghan as well, because in that speech he says something like, you could understand my wife because that's her home country, so you could put one and one together, who she will, be for. So I think his speech pretty much represent both of them, and he also explained his perspective as well. But let's continue. 16 seconds.
But truthfully, and jokes aside, this city will always mean a great deal to me. You provided me a wife.
And I think the Canadian appreciate that too, because they truly love Meghan. Okay, when Meghan was filming Suit, she was doing a lot of charitable work while she was living in the city. I have a video where either the producer or the creator, someone who's related to the production of Suit, was talking about Meghan when the food for the crew, when there's leftover food, when Meghan find out they throw the food away, she find a way to donate to charities in the UK. I'm saying in the UK, and various in Canada, where she could donate those to.
As we've got to know more about Meghan, we've learnt that she is someone who is also very sincere in her advocacy for charities. Is that something that you were aware of when you were making the show?
I remember early on, I think it was season 1 or season 2, she realized when we were finished with the crew lunches or dinners that a lot of times they were throwing the food away. And she thought it was crazy. Why are we throwing food away when there are people that are hungry around and we could give it to them? And she'd gone up the chain to try to get this food to be given away to people that were hungry. And there was some sort of policy or insurance or some bureaucracy that was getting in the way. And Meghan, this kind of sums up Meghan. She sees a problem. There's some sort of impediment to it that doesn't really make sense. She decides this impediment is harming people that are hungry from getting food. And I don't know how she did it, but the next thing you knew, we gave the food away to the hungry.
But at the same time, I could understand why some of those production don't want to donate the food, because if something happened, someone eat it, either they allergic to something, they get rash, or whatever it may be, that may not be at their fault. They just don't have time to deal with the fallout legally. So I could understand why they throw it away. I don't know what Meghan did in the background to have it saved to be given away. Maybe there was a clause somewhere to legally, if something happened, they don't sue the production. Okay, this part is my perspective. Okay, but even the person who was talking in the video didn't even know what Meghan did, what string she pulled to have those food be saved and donate to charities. But that was Meghan. Okay. You know what? Since it's there, I didn't put it on the list, but let's do it now. Let me pause and put it on the list. Someone did tag me on this regarding that. I still have more regarding the gala. You know what? I have one more left regarding Canada. Let me finish it and then I'll do that. I already put it on the list. Just put it. Okay, Harry. This is some pictures at the gala. There they are here. There they are here. Wow, you could see him very emotional here. I wonder what they were saying here. Oh my God, that's quite a crazy with the GIF. He is hot, LOL. Sis chose well. There's that. That's an ad, and this is extra. So now I'm gonna do the tweet regarding the food supply kind of thing that Archewell. Okay, next tweet. To support those most affected, we, Prince Harry and Duchess Meghan Archewell, are making emergency donations to local partners who are providing immediate relief, including food banks of Santa Barbara, Project, Andrew Food, Lift, and more. Let me read this. I didn't expect to do that, but I don't know if some of you are aware this TikToker who called several churches asking for help to feed her baby. She was just testing. Okay, out of I don't know how many, maybe 30 or 40 churches she called, only 3, I believe, it could be more, but from what I've heard so far, only 3 was willing to help her. It was 2 black churches and 1 Islamic, I think. Islamic wanted to help her. Okay, out of all those big MAGA churches, this was the only 3 that were willing to help her. The thing is that when you're opening some sort of organization, when you get that specific tax bracket, is it 501c3? Meghan Archewell has that. Okay, the Archewell has, I spoke about it not too long ago. There's Archewell, the company itself, which, you know, Harry and Meghan are co-founders, and there's Archewell Foundation. Okay, this is the one that I believe the non-profit, it has a specific tax bracket, 501(c) or something. Just look on the screen. When I'm editing, I'll put it. And then there's the Archewell for profit, that's the media production, and then there's the Archewell audio. So the Archewell Foundation, which is the non-profit, they have a special tax bracket. Within tax bracket, there's a lot of things you could get away with because you are a charity. You the things that I will say the government cannot do, you could fill in to help the community type of things. Okay, so this is the same thing that some of the churches have. Let me look it up. Yeah, so I was right. There it is here. Churches do not have a specific tax bracket. Instead, they are automatically considered tax exempt. That's the word I should have used. Tax exempt from the federal income tax under 501c3. The Archewell Foundation also have that. Okay, tax exempt. Let me search something for Archewell. Okay, it's gonna show it. I already know, but for the sake of okay, that's what it should be. Should I say status or code? Let's say code. Oh my God, I can't even think properly. Okay, so there it is here. The Archewell Foundation is a tax-exempt organization under Section 501c3 of the U.S. Internal Revenue Code. This is a standard code section for non-profit organization engaged in charitable, there it is here, educational, or other public interest purposes. Okay? So this is what that stands for under this 501c3. So when this TikToker was calling different churches to help her feed her baby, they fall under that same category. So they should be able to help people in their community. So when that TikToker was calling those mega churches, all sort of churches, she just called random, okay? So only 3 were able to help her. 3 were willing to help her. 2 of them were historical black churches, and 1 is a Islamic, I think it was, okay? So I just wanted to say it because it was in my mind since I'm covering this. Oh, let me read this. All right, I did have it open. Okay. In a moment when families across the United States are struggling to put food on the table, Prince Harry and Meghan have been supporting local communities affected by the growing hunger crisis and assisting local partners providing meals and relief to those most in need. Okay, it's almost like not too long ago I was talking about it, where they don't advocate or they don't talk to politicians for whatever it may be, but they support, they partner with other organizations that do. Okay, so there's this here, the same way she helped World Central Kitchen. So she's supporting other organizations who's already doing the work, feeding the people. So she's boosting them. Not Archewell. When I say she, I meant Archewell. That's also Harry and Meghan. Okay, providing them with funds to help them continue the work that they're doing. But Harry and Meghan themselves are not their organization, Archewell Production, is not, let's say, cooking the food, distributing it. Okay, they give the money for those who's already doing it, and sometimes they even go and volunteer themselves to help do the preparing work, but under the guidance of that particular charity. Does that make sense? Okay. Now, as the crisis deepens and millions of Americans face food insecurity, they are bolstering those efforts at a larger scale, mobilizing support through their nonprofit organization, the Archewell Foundation, to help meet this moment. Across the country, food banks and community organizations are working tirelessly to fill the gap and stepping up to meet the need. At the Archewell Foundation, we believe the food is more than sustenance. It is dignity, stability, and care for one another. To support those most affected, we are making emergency donations to local partners who are providing immediate relief, including, there's all of this, okay? You could pause and read them. These are the organizations they are helping. Okay, how can you help? Moments like this remind us that caring for one another is both a collective act and a personal choice. Whether through time, resources, or simple gestures of compassion, each of us can help ensure that no one faces hunger alone. Here are a few ways to support your community and be part of the response. Okay, share what you can, donate canned food, fresh, okay? So you could pause and read these. The link of this will be in the description, okay? So, let's go back to X. Are there any comments? Okay, only 2. I'm continually impressed by the kindness and the work these 2 do. Secretary General of the Muslim World League, follow us. The other thing as well, the situation that the US is in right now is a self-inflicted kind of situation. And I wasn't gonna go into politics, but there was something that was posted earlier about Charlamagne. Let's see here. Let me go and look for it. Okay, I didn't put this on the list, and well, now I do because I'm talking about it. I wasn't gonna talk about it, but because of the discussion that I created during this podcast, it's worth sharing. Because the situation that the US is in is self-inflicted. When Biden was in office, I think our economy was the envy of the world. We were doing so well. Due to self-interest, rather of thinking of others, they want to inflict pain on others. This is what got us here. Pretty much racism. So I don't know what's in this guy's brain. I will read my comment here because it's there. I add it later on. So this is one of the squatters who said here. And why will Democrat care about his opinion? His meaning Charlamagne. So this is what he said. I'm not going to read the article, just the caption. Charlamagne Tha God presses Dems to end shutdown and passes stop playing politics. Now, if people are following what's going on in the US, the Democrats do not hold majority of any of the government, the federal government. The MAGAs are in control of everything. Okay? So this is what I wrote here. When I see people like him insulting people's intelligence like this, it makes me want to see the Epstein list even more. Okay? So I took a screenshot, and that's me responding to it. And then later on, I saw that other comment and copied the link and put it here. Okay? So when I asked Google, who's running all chambers of U.S. government? As of November 9th, 2025, the Republican Party holds the majority in all 3 chambers of the U.S. federal government. The executive branch, that's the president, the House of Representatives, and the Senate. And then the Supreme Court as well. Okay, so there's all of that. Okay, you could pause and read this. The Republican is running the government. So for him to say for the other party to stop playing politics, I have to ask myself, is he on the Epstein list? Because you cannot be that dumb to dare say something like that. Oh my God. Somebody retweeted. Oh, maybe it's me. All right, so I am done with this. Now we are going to the California now. Maybe I should do it on another video. Let's see here. Okay, so there's that here. So chic, there's no comment.